Hi, welcome back to the channel for more Dragon Ball Super Card Game Fusion World content. I'm gonna show you something crazy. From a box of FB01, 02, and 03, I mixed all the cards and I created 16 different decks. So in the next videos, I'm gonna show you all these decks and these leaders individually. Welcome back to the channel for another video for a Dragon Ball card game Super Fusion World deck. This time is Goku, the FB03 version, which is Goku when he died after sacrificing in the fight with Cell. So a pretty regular leader here. On this side, but then when he wakes, he becomes a Super Saiyan level 2 Goku version. He still has Yarel there. That's when he came back to Earth to participate in the Tournament of Power, and he met Goten for the first time, and then there's the Boo Boo Saga. So this is the beginning of the Boo Boo Saga. And when he attacks, you draw 2 cards instead of 1, but then you place one of the cards from your hand to the top of the deck. And then on the opponent's turn, and once per turn in a battle, you can switch one card in your battle arena to rest mode. If you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, this card gets plus 10,000. So yes, when he is being attacked, because this is only on your opponent's turn, then once you can rest a card that you have and he becomes stronger. Okay, but only if you have a few cards. But this is a blue deck, so that will be easy to do in theory. Okay, so by the way, before you go to the deck, just to show you that you've noticed I'm using here top loader to store the leader. I like it very much, and for 2 reasons. First of all, is it's very cool to flip it this way, like I'm doing, and it's easy for me to see where the leader is on the table, because you can easily identify it with the top loader. But there's a second reason, which is it makes a good separator. If you have everything here in these boxes, you can identify the decks faster by having the leaders being the separators. So just a tip for you if you enjoy this. Cool. Then the deck itself. So the deck starts with these 2 versions of Gohans that I could get my hands on. It's the same card with these 2 artworks. Okay, this one is really understandable, but this one becomes so high soaring. At least for me, it's so shiny that I think I feel like I have to put my sunglasses in order to see this card, because it's, look at that, very shiny. But what it does is, when you play, if you have 7 or few cards in your hand, choose up to 2 opponent battle cards with cost 3 or less and place them at the bottom of their owner decks. Okay. Cool, so 2 of them. Then I have here 3 Great Saiyamans. 3, yes, 30,000. Then 2 Vegetos with 2 different artworks. The same card here, so I'll just focus on one of the arts. If you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, you can reduce the cost of battle in your opponent's arena by 1. So all cards in your opponent will cost 1 less, have 1 less cost. And then you can choose up to 1 of your opponent battle cards with cost 1 or less and place it on the bottom of the deck when you play. But then when you play, it also has this effect, right? They all go down 1, and then the effect is it's already active for this part here. Okay, so it's a way to send cards back from your opponent's hands or deck. Is it deck or hand? Is it owner's deck? Yes, and would be complicated. Wouldn't be that good. So then 3 Piccolos here with critical, so it's a very strategic blow that you can give with Piccolos, because critical written cards will not go to the opponent's hand. Then 3 Goans, adolescents, pretty nothing fancy here. Then 2 Vegetos again, but this time is a simpler version. When this guy gets KO'd, you can choose one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost 2 or less and place it at the bottom of the deck. So this is Vegito. The Vegito is a card here that is helping getting rid of the board, the opponent's board. Then this rare Vegeta here, I remember this part on the anime, is when they are being tested to see their strength levels before getting into the tournament. So there was a machine they had to punch, and so when everyone was punching the machine and getting 10,000 of strength, 20,000 of strength, then Vegeta goes there and punches, and the machine is completely destroyed. And the technician there is like, "What?" I remember. And so it's so strong his punch that it's like a critical punch. And when you play, you can add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. So if you want to speed up the awakening. Then there's a Goten here that you draw a card if you have less than 7. 2 Gokus. When he attacks, you draw a card, and then you put 1 card on the top of your deck. 3 Trunks, young version of Trunks. If you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, you can choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and reduce the cost by 1. So yeah, being prepared for when Vegeta comes in. 3 Krillins. If you have 7 or fewer cards, your leader gets plus 5,000. This card and your leader gets plus 5,000. So this is a Krillin haired version. Then 2 Vidals, the special rare version, special rare, and the start special rare. So although it's the same art, sorry, the same character, the same card, they have different hairstyles in both. So this is like before the tournament, after the tournament. If you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, you can add up 1 non-Vidal card with a cost 3 or less, and Earthling, which is many of these non-signed things, in special trade from the drop to your hand. So you can get the Trunks, you can get the Krillings, you can get the Vidals, not the Vidals, but you get my point. The Hercules. So a standard Vidal here, 3, and then 3 Hercules, sorry. You can reveal the top card in your deck, and if it's a Sudden City, so this is a Sudden City deck, by the way, you can choose up to one of your opponent battle cards and reduce the cost by 2. So lots of reducing here. Look at the 5 cards from the top of your deck and reveal 1 non-Eraza. She's Eraza with a cost 4 or less and Saturn City to your hand. Okay, so a drawer, a 1 energy draw character. Then we have the Sharpener. You can reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a Saturn City, during this turn, the next time you use an extra, we'll see the extras, it's reduced 1 blue. Okay, so this guy on the field, he will reduce the blues, the extras by 1. Okay, probably, unfortunately, I don't have more of these. So I guess this guy is powerful indeed, because it will make the extras go cheaper. We'll get to the extras. So 2 Android 18s as the super combo, only 2. And then let's take a look at the extras. So one of the extras is the school where Gohan is, the Orange Star High School. It's a field, and then on your turn you pay 2, you place this card on its owner drop, and you look at 3 cards of the deck, and you can play up to 1 battle card that has 4, the special trait. So you can get the big Gohans if you get this, the big Gohans. Then are the Great Simon. Also 4 Great Simon cards. Choose up to one of your opponent battle card that costs less than or equal to the number of cards with Saturn City in their special trait in your battle arena and place it on the bottom of the other deck. So that's why you are lowering the cost of all the other guys, is because of Vegito and because of this card. Because you want lots of Saturn City in order to play this and return someone that costs less or equal to the number of Saturn City cards you have. Get rid of that. And also 4 Bidels here. If you have 3 or more cards with Saturn City, you draw 3 and then you place 1 card from your hand on the top of your deck. And that's it. Okay. Thematically speaking, Saturn City is not my favorite, but you have some Vegito cards and Simon Saturn Cities Gohan, powerful Gohans that will be dealing the killer blows. And with this guy here, you will be protected against attack, so it's going to be very difficult if you play well to hit him, at least the first time. So you could do your work while not getting hit. So I hope you have enjoyed this. If so, don't forget to hit that like button. What happens now is you either, if you're interested, you know that there's a playlist with all the videos you saw in the introduction. So you either have all the videos already there, or you know that in the next I will continue to release some of those videos in the future. So I truly invite you to consider subscribing in order to be part of this community and watch my future content for card game, for the Dragon Ball card game and other major card games out there, as well as board games. So thank you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.